Hey everyone, so last year I tried to make goldenrod tea by drying the flowers, and I waited way too long before picking the flowers, and therefore they ended up going to seed and blooming. So this year we're going to try to make goldenrod simple syrup. So same thing, I'm going to go ahead and come through and pick some of the flowers that are starting to bloom. But the reason I'm down here and not up top is because I want to encourage the bees that are already up there to continue pollinating, and this is a huge patch down here where they're not going to miss one or two flowers. Also going to pick up some onion grass while I'm here. Okay, I have a nice container size full, so we're going to head back into the house and get on the next part. Okay, our next step is to give these a good soak. I'm not worried about drying them off. I am wanting to get all of those extra buggies that may have been staying around off of my stuff. So I'm going to give this another wash just to be safe. Also, I'm not just throwing this water down the drain. I'm going to use it to water my plants, just so I'm not wasting water. While that rinse and second rinse is happening, I am bringing a pot of water up to boil. Okay, I cut the heat on the water, so now we're just going to take as much of the flower part as we can. A little hard to do this one-handed, and then just let it steep. Okay, now that this has steeped for about 30 minutes, we have this beautiful yellow color. This is that tea that I had failed to make last year. And all we're gonna do now is strain out and measure how much liquid we have. Okay, so we have strained and measured out. We have about 4 cups of liquid. So all I'm gonna do is now pour that back into our pot, and then I'm going to measure out equal parts sugar. Okay, we had 4 cups of liquid, so 4 cups of sugar. I did a mix of brown and regular white because that's what I had. I also put this back on the heat, so we're gonna warm this up and add our sugar in, and essentially just keep stirring until it is all dissolved. I ended up adding another cup or so of sugar into this because I want it to be a nice thick syrup. And when I stir it, you can hear all that grit. So we're really just going to heat this up until all the sugar is dissolved and this is reduced to a more syrup-like consistency. Okay, so it's starting to boil or simmer. I'm gonna turn the heat down, and then if you want, you can skim this off. I don't really think it's that big of a deal either way, but we are gonna give it a stir just to make sure that nothing is burning, and we're gonna just keep letting this reduce down. Okay, this is where I want it to be, so I am going to just kill the heat. We're gonna let it cool down, and then we're gonna bottle it up. Okay, and we are done. So it has this beautiful rich color because I used brown sugar instead of just regular white sugar. So yours might look a little bit different depending on what you use to sweeten it. And it has a maple syrup like consistency. So you can see it's a little bit runny, but it does leave a residue, which is exactly what I wanted. Cannot wait to add this into some teas. So thanks everyone for following along, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye everyone.